Hello, I'm Dan Dage. Here I am again. Hopefully in a little higher resolution this time, since I'm using a real video camera and not a webcam. And I want to talk to you a little bit about communication boards. Specifically the GoTalk series. I have about 3 different kinds here that I'm going to show you. I have a stack of more than that. But I'll just show you the basic one here, which is called the GoTalk 4. Okay, and this overlay doesn't go with this machine, but I'm putting it in here just to show you how I use this. This is called the GoTalk 4 Plus. The plus stand for these more static expressions up here that are the same over all levels. The GoTalk 4 Plus has 5 levels. That means I can have 5 different overlays with 4 different expressions on each one for a total of 20 expressions for this one machine. This 4 Plus would be used for someone with limited vocabulary, limited cognitive ability, limited orthopedic ability. You just want them to, this is kind of an early learning tool for someone who's learning to use a voice output device. And on this one I have the expressions for conversation: hi, hello, I'm doing fine, how are you, and goodbye. Just very basic expressions for having a conversation. As I said, I have the levels here. I got volume control right here on the front. On the back, we have the on-off switch right here. And then we have a record button. And then you have this thing that's really hard to get to. You need a paper clip or something called erase that'll just erase the whole thing. And those are just the basic components of all of the GoTalks. The microphone is right here, so when you record your voice or record a message, it'll appear right here. In fact, let's go ahead and record one. Let's go ahead, turn it on. Okay, I'm going to push this button right back here, and you'll see that it's flashing number 4, and that's the level that I'm going to go ahead and use right here, right now. I think. Let me see. Right. Yep, that's the one I want to record over. Okay, so I push this button in the back. The red light comes on, and I push hi, hello. Okay, and I push it again, and I push hi, hello. Okay, let's try this one more time, and I'll record all 4 of these at once. Hi, hello. I'm fine. How are you? Goodbye. And then I push it again, and that turns off the record mode. Now you see that I pushed it once to record, and then push it again to stop. And then after I push this back button, this red light goes out. I'm fine. And it just repeats what I just said. How are you? Goodbye. And that's just the way, the basic operation of a GoTalk. I have right here, this is a GoTalk 9 Plus, okay, and so I can get a few more expressions on here. I still have the plus, only this time instead of 2, I have 3, so I have yes, let's see, yes, no, and I don't know. I don't know. Here's another GoTalk 9, and you see I have parts of the body up on here, where we talk about the parts of the body: washing, brushing teeth, combing hair, taking a shower, doing some different things with personal grooming, personal hygiene. And here's a GoTalk 4 of that same kind of overlay. It's a lot more basic because I only got 4 spaces, but this is for somebody with a little bit lower ability than my GoTalk 9. And if I really have somebody who's pretty sharp, here's a GoTalk 20 Plus. Okay, I have 5 static messages up here, plus 20 more down here that I can use. And this is all parts of the body and grooming, and so I can include a few more like trimming nails and ankles and water and soap, separate categories here. But that's basically the GoTalk 9. In order to make overlays for these, you'll use a program called Boardmaker. Boardmaker is by Mayor Johnson, the same place you can buy these from. And even though these are created by Attainment Company, they kind of work together, and the Boardmaker software runs about $300. So if we're talking about if you individually as a parent would want to get one of these, the whole outfit with the Boardmaker software and this would be about $600. But the Boardmaker will service all of these GoTalks plus other augmentative communication devices. So Boardmaker can be used, and it can be used for a lot of different things besides communication devices. But I just wanted to expose you to the GoTalk and just kind of show you a little bit how I use it. I use it in lessons about body and hygiene. I just also have one here of basic expressions. You know, I feel happy, but I need to be quiet. I won't bite. I want to get down out of my wheelchair. I need to be changed. See, these are all expressions that a child in my class could use just on the fly, not attached to any specific lesson. But if I want to use a lesson, then I can pull out, you know, an overlay. This one I happen to use photographs that I got from Google about music. It says play some hip hop, play some country music, play some rock and roll, play some religious music. You know, just giving them some choices and preferences. As I said before, I use this with academics. In this one, like I said, I have the parts of the body here. I can have them, I can use these in pairs. I can have one student talk about the parts of the body, and he'll say,
Hand.
He'll say hands, and then everybody has to hold up their hands.
Finger.
And everybody has to hold up their finger. So you can have a student kind of guide other students in kind of a Simon Says type of game using this. So it can be used for rec leisure as well as academic lessons. If I'm going to study about different kinds of plants, I could put the different parts of the plant on here and different kinds of plants and that kind of thing. So the potential of this device is kind of limitless, and we use them a lot. Of course, my students aren't here, and I aren't using them right now in their rec leisure activity. And this is one of the downfalls of having communication devices. Even though at between $200 and $300 or $300 and $400, these are considered cheap. They really aren't. $300 is really not that cheap, especially when, you know, our county office gives us $100 a year to spend on things like this. It's not really cheap. So we don't let them just carry them anywhere or carry them around or whatever. But we do use them a lot in the classroom, and I will have them out for the kids to use. And I can actually have several of them. I could have this one on parts of the body, and then have this one here beside it. So a student can actually use two of them at the same time. One for regular expressions, and then one for the lessons. I could have one, you know, I need a break, I need to get down, you know, and try to manage some behaviors using the GoTalk and the voice output devices. Almost all of my students are nonverbal. So the voice output device is one way that I can give my students a way to communicate. So I'm just exposing you to some different communication devices, and I'll, you know, if you have any questions about any of them or how to use these or anything else, you can go ahead and leave a comment or email me or contact me via my profile on TeacherTube. But I want to thank you for joining me today.